All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Ugh. Welcome back. It's been a while, especially for the YouTube chat. Basically, I haven't streamed in a week for them. Talk stream? Yes, talk stream time. A little bit of talk stream today. Yeah, it was pretty good. I probably should have streamed yesterday. I kind of just ended up not. I didn't really know what I wanted to do next. So I knew I kind of was going to do this talk stream, but I just didn't want to do it yesterday, I guess. It just be like that sometimes. Sometimes it's good to just not stream if you don't feel like it. Stardew going to show up? Yes, it is, huh? Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna play Junimo Kart as people come in. I don't wanna say things multiple times, so it's kind of just like at the start, it's just like, hello. I love how this is like a new load-in bug. For whatever reason, on your first load, your farm house is like really high up for whatever reason, and then when you leave, everything goes down. It's a weird bug. I don't know why. It occurs. It just does. Oh, Kart. Yeah. Graduate in few weeks. That's great. Any chance of doing 10 quota? No, I don't think. Well, first off, the new update really sucks for speedrunning, so I don't have any intentions of running version 50. I would run version 40, which is the fastest version, but I just don't have any drive to play the game. So, yeah, here we are. Doodle Goose, thank you for the tier 1. It's Littles, thank you for the 11 that you did earlier. Greatly appreciated. I clicked out of the game, so it made me instantly jump. Oh. Yeah, so we're probably just gonna do a short talk stream where I just play Junimo Kart for like an hour or two. Depends on how long I feel like ranting for. Not the overlay still being on. I'm pretty sure I got rid of the overlay. Oh, that. Yeah. Actually, let me fix that. That takes 2 seconds to fix. Okay, if you reload, it should be gone. UV. Self-made, thank you for the 17. It's gone without reloading. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Welcome in. For those on YouTube who missed it, the reason I wasn't streaming for the past week, essentially, was there was a Twitch Rivals event, which, yeah, it's like a competition. And our team won. So it took a few days to prepare for that, and then I basically took a few days after just because it was chilling. Didn't really know what I wanted to do next in Stardew, and that's kind of like a little bit of what we're going to discuss today. I'm surprised I made that. Body, thank you for the 52. F you back. Don't exactly know what I want to do next. I know a lot of people will say like hats or insert any super long run, but it's like I kind of want something shorter since I've been doing Perfection a lot recently. But it's like a lot of the stuff that I plan on doing are longer. I also don't really have the drive to do hats right now because in my most recent Perfection run, I got the living hat and I don't want to have to force it again. But I don't want to continue from that run. Feels cheaty. So it's kind of just like one of those things where it's like, I don't want to do hats %, but I feel like that's the next run. Book. I don't think book will be all that interesting, but I guess it could just be a thing. I mean, I'll probably do it eventually. Book would probably be a decent next option. Collect one of every book in the game. Surprised I got that orange. Is mastery, it wouldn't be as interesting because mastery % is basically the start of Perfection speedrunning in a lot of ways. It's just making a lot of money and then praying for card RNG. Which is a little dumb. I just did. Wow, I'm surprised I got up that high. Okay. Category extension marathon. Yee. I was actually thinking, for those who don't know, my birthday. What is today, the 4th or the 3rd? 4th. Yeah, my birthday. Oh, may the 4th be with you. Hee hee, hoo hoo. Yeah, my birthday's in 5 days. So I was thinking about doing that marathon run where I basically do all my past speedruns that I've ever done, like back to back to back. I don't know if I really want to do that. Because some of them takes a little bit of prep to be able to do, and that's more of the issue. And then people probably won't be happy with me running CC on 1.5 and not 1.6 because I don't really want to run CC on 1.6 because it's just worse currently. So yeah, I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know what I'll do for my birthday, to be quite frank. Undecided still if I'll do anything. The last few years I didn't. Oh, last year we did something, but the years before that I didn't do anything special. I think it was just running community center. One of the years I got one of my PBs on my birthday. It was a few years ago. So undecided. I don't really make a huge thing out of my birthday if it's not apparent. So it's like, yeah. Just another day of the year. Should have gone over that. I was trying to go under. Anything below 3 to 4 players, Pufferfish sucks in 1.6. Yeah. Well, Sucks no matter what, because you don't really want to even, like, spend that much time out. Like, we, in our Rivals run, like, we were out till noon for one of us to catch it, and it just always feels bad being out past noon in any sort of speed run other than, like, perfection. 18. Okay, Lee chat. Yep. All I'll say is that was the second run of the day, so we're gaming already. Hello. Rerouted Summerfish. Oh, that bubble was in the way. Yeah, that's basically how you have to do it. You would have to reroute Summerfish. Good morning, Vix. Elite Chat didn't do it. She baited me. I was so saddened. You could have at least done one run of it, Smile. I did like 3 total. Two okay, decent length ones, and then like 1 instant death. And then you had chat gaslight me that you were doing it and not ratting. Ashley gaslight. Oh, that was interesting. I watched back the main feed. I understand that a lot of the Stardew sweats really did not like the commentary, but I think I said it last time that I didn't think it was as bad as people are making it out to be. I understand that you want it to be perfect and like whatever, but it's just impractical, especially like also if you're saying, oh, they should just get Stardew pros on, most of the people who would be good at communicating it want to be in the competition or can't participate in the first place. And then second off, then they have to do some form of contract because you know it's contract based. And that just like I feel like it's just too much for them, especially with for those who weren't like participating. Like the event was a very short noticed event. So just like logistically, it just wouldn't work very well. And that's the unfortunate case about it. Now, can I argue that some of them should have done a little bit more due diligence with like research to know the game better? Sure, it's always the case, but it's like casually, it was like entertaining for the most part. Sure, they got things wrong, but I mean, there's very few people, unless if you like religiously watch Stardew Valley speedrunning or min-maxing, can point things out that people are doing instantaneously. What was your battery strat? We had 4 people gift Pam on her birthday with 4 extra parsnips. The quality ones specifically. And we also just got the lightning rod via the we got the lightning rod via the CC, so we generally get about 3 batteries from the lightning rod. And then if we didn't get enough batteries from the lightning rod, generally speaking, just by me opening the mail, let alone the other 3 people, we would generally have enough batteries. If we opened up all the mail, we'd probably have about 13 batteries for it. $13, $14. But yeah, it was just gift the thing. The iridium ore came from the statue of destruction. By the way, my Twitch dashboard is saying that my connection is unstable. Is the stream like lagging, or is Twitch just being Twitch right now? Fine. Okay. I'm surprised I lived that jump. Yeah, I've seen other streams that had lag just because Twitch being Twitch, so that's why I was wondering why. Oh, well, yeah. I guess that would make sense. I lagged yesterday with no drop frames. Yeah. Okay, okay. That's a talk stream. Fine. I keep getting this when I popped up my my dashboard. I kept getting the notification the partner program officially started, or the new lower tier partner program plus the partner plus program. I don't know if I have to sign up for it yet, but I will look at it. I just keep getting notifications. They basically, so for those who don't know what this is, it's it'll basically give me more money and you guys don't pay anything more. It's the easiest way to say it. If you have like X amount of subs that are not gifted subs, you can be in the I'm so mad I couldn't get that. You could be in the Partner Plus program, and it just gives me a better split on sub money. Is basically all it does. And I'm pretty sure I already qualified prior to this month. I think I just gotta enable it, if I'm not mistaken. So that finally starts. So I'm basically getting more money for doing nothing, which is kind of cool. But all right. Speaking of making money, the past few days haven't just been me not streaming and not doing anything. The Rivals video is being edited already. That was worked on the past few days, and hopefully, I can't believe I missed that jump. Hopefully it should be out by the end of the weekend. Hopefully tomorrow or Monday. I keep thinking today's Friday, but it's Saturday. So it'd probably be out Monday, hopefully. It's mostly a highlight. Similar to what I did for the cup. And then basically because I haven't been uploading, and I know I was doing it every 20 days, or was trying to do it every 20 days, but that 1.6 came out, and then I was kind of doing a lot of perfection runs, so it was kind of hard for me to have the content on the ready and just going. Things slowed down, but hopefully the next few uploads are kind of close together, because we have Twitch Rivals. I need to do the damage rant video that I still have. That one, I could have gotten that one out in a day, but I wanted to do the Rivals one first. And then after that, it will ideally be perfection. And then whatever other challenge I do during that time frame will be the 4th. So hopefully there should be like 4 videos in the next like month and a half is the goal. Which should help catch me up. I'm probably just gonna abandon the video every 20 days thing and just still aim for the, what was it, 30 videos in a year I wanted. I forgot how many videos in a year I planned for. Whatever was on that. You know, I said I didn't do good with timelines, and I gave myself another timeline, and it doesn't work. I will still do the punishments that I owe. Don't get me wrong. I still owe a Just Dance stream, and I forget what the other punishment was. I think you guys wanted it to be V basically yelling at me. I've never been good with timelines, whether it's school or for anything. Distracting, yelling, same difference. Yeah, I was supposed to do that before 1.6. I just never got it set up. And then 1.6 came out and kind of everything just... All previous plans went out the window. You do it for my birthday? No, I'd rather do something I want to do on my birthday. You doing a good cosplay? No. Play a rhythm game? I'm not, like, I can play rhythm games, but I'm not good at rhythm games. Like, I played Guitar Hero when I was younger, and I could do it on Insane, because I basically only played Guitar Hero 3. I never played any other version of the game. I could do it on Insane, but I couldn't do, like, Through the Fire and Flames. Like, I could beat the campaign, and that was about it. I wasn't crazy at the game like some people were, and are. I love how Tyler's setting you a budget. The one who is notorious in our friend group for not having a budget. Tyler's setting you a budget, eh? He's been better, from what I can see. Did I decide? I don't really know. We might do book percent, where I gather all the books as fast as possible, but we'll see. I don't want anything long is the thing, because it's like, I feel like the next big one everybody kind of wants me to do is half percent, but that's another perfection speedrun plus however long it takes me to get the rest of the garbage. Which, I mean, I wouldn't be totally against an actual, like, another perfection speedrun to see if I can get a better time. But it's been a while since I did my last perfection speedrun, so it would take me a few tries to get the start going. Remix CC. I don't have any desire to run the Remix CC at 1.6 as of currently. As like a standalone run, I should say. The RNG is still way too annoying. Why did I not full jump there? Whatever. The new power items. I just, like, I probably wouldn't bother with the new power items. It would just be specifically the books, because it's new for 1.6. Perfection in 1 year and 3 days. Blade said he had, seeds for that, right? I would have to do community center, but, or I'm sorry, Jojo Mart, but what's my favorite mastery? Probably the farming one, because I think it's the only one, like, super useful right away. I mean, like, sure, the mining one can be useful as well, because the dwarf statue can be very good, but it's like, the fishing one's cool, I guess. Like, how do I explain this? I think all the perks, but like the golden cracker one, are basically useless. But the items that you get, like the iridium scythe is probably by far the best item. And then like the treasure totems are fun. The trinkets are interesting, but again, none of them are like super broken and you can play without them pretty easily. The parrot is extremely overrated. The fairy is useful, but not 100% needed. The frog is cute, but not good, and then the rest of them are like very niche case and can be fun, but like I wouldn't say they're as good as the Iridium Scythe is to farming, you know? Yeah, the dwarf statue can be like very nichely good. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, if you're talking about the actual perks themselves, what are they? The golden mystery box is absolute dog water and basically useless. The golden animal crackers is good if you're doing like rabbits, but and I mean if you're doing golden chickens, basically they're good. +1 gem from a node is like nice. Or it doubles it. So you can technically get 4 with the gemologist perk, but you're giving up minor at that point, which is the best perk in the game. So it's kind of like, eh. It's like +1 gem doesn't really matter. I can't believe I missed that. It just doesn't matter. What's the fishing one? Golden chests from fishing. Again, like by the time that you unlock it, it's basically useless. And what's the combat one? Does it just allow you to equip trinkets? What's the forge one? That's the mining one. Yeah, I'm talking about like the perks though. Forge. Yeah, I'm talking about I guess I can look at them. Kidding. Farming mastery, golden animal crackers. This is probably the best mastery like thing here. Mastery fishing. You can now encounter golden fishing chests. Useless. Forging. You can now find golden mystery boxes. Useless. Mining. Gem bearing rocks now grant twice the gems. Useful, but it's like don't care. Combat. Unlocks a new slot for trinkets. Trinkets can be fine. Like mid. The trinkets are like nice, but again, they're not game changers. So it's literally like the order of like mastery usefulness. It's the farming one, combat one, mining one, and then the other 2 are just useless. Why did I miss that? I haven't submitted. Oh, I really should compile the perfection run and submit it. But yeah, the new perfection world record's what? Just under 19 hours, or is it just over 19 hours? I'm talking about purely the perks. I'm not talking about the ones that you craft. I'm pretty sure the forge one is the totem. 18 and a half. Thank you. I was purely talking about the perks. If you're talking about like the item's usefulness, it's like Iridium Scythe, Treasure Totem. You know, I do kind of want a low-key run back perfection just because the new treasure totem strats are so funny. But what would get more views? Getting a better time or having a run with the living fiber and the trash can hat in it? Like, come on now. I'm too addicted to perfection. To be honest, I know what the answer is. I really do. It's just a flex in that run. All stars. There's so many more stars now. Oh, unlucky. Probably not now. I'm just thinking, I'm trying to think of something that, like, I could do in, like, a day or two that wouldn't be, like, doing perfection, because a lot of my channel is just a perfection speedrun. Like, go look at, like, most of my most viewed videos. They are all something to do with perfection, whether you like it or not. No, I'm too far. And it's just like, I want something that's not perfection. Raccoon could be done rather quickly now. There's a bug with the raccoon quest right now. So I'd rather wait until that's fixed. What's the bug? It doesn't matter what type of item you put into it currently. So if it's asking for a cooked salmon, you can just put in a cooked legend fish and it would work. Same with the berries. You want it wants dried blueberries, just put in like dried melons and it works. Not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, either or, like, they're not picky, which would have made the raccoon quest viable, funny enough. Because then you would just... It's not doing the checks. Basically anything. It has to be like, if it's dried berries, you got to put in dried berries. If it's a smoked fish, you got to put in a smoked fish. Unlucky ghost, I should have jumped up. I don't know why I did. Yeah. It's kind of just like one of those things where... Can I put in something besides the rusty spoon? No, it's specifically for the smoked fish and for the dried berries. I don't know if it works for the mushrooms, but it's specifically for those. It doesn't work with the trash, as far as I'm aware. A 0.6. I don't want to think of a route that complicated for it. Well, first off, I'm surprised I lived. That second bubble came in clutch. I'm actually surprised I didn't just die by jumping into that bubble. I should have just kept clicking. I was like, oh, I'm just dead. I'm just gonna stop holding the button. I thought I was gonna die to the first one, and then when I was like, community center. Again, I don't really want to run community center, especially on 1.6 right now. 1.6, like, speedrunning that's not, like, a mines category, and, perfection is kind of, like, I'm good. I don't know how marriage would be, actually. Marriage might be interesting, but not for CC currently. It's not interesting. I don't really want to do remixed. Yeah, I don't know how it affects the, like, the quest RNG stuff, because even with Legacy RNG, some things weren't reverted. But you can skip more cutscenes is the thing. This RNG on 1.6 is bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, you can see my dilemma. Like, I want to do something else, but I feel like I'm just always sucked into doing perfection. So it's kind of just like I have these moments where I'm just like, what I want to do. I say what I want to do, but I don't want to do it. It's kind of funny. Less of a dilemma, more of a me thing right now. I'll probably end up just doing some sort of perfection run, though. I don't think it will be hats, even though it probably should just be hats. I have, but I haven't done 100 days. I did 112 days, because if you do 100 days in Stardew, you should never make another Stardew video again. Because why the fuck would you stop 12 days before the end of the year? Sarcasm, by the way. I know plenty of prominent Stardew Valley YouTubers have done that. But why would you stop on winter 16th? Why? It makes no sense. Why are you stopping on winter 16th? Just finish the fucking year. Please. I don't care. You can put 100 days in the title. No one's gonna complain about the extra 12 days at the end. No one's gonna complain about it. People will complain about you not finishing out the year too. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna land on that. I was trying to drop down because I don't think I make it from the top there. It's too low. How old are you playing Stardew Valley? My age? I will be 25 in 5 days. Yeah, if I'm doing a perfection in a minimum amount of days, I'm doing perfection in 115 days, which is the absolute minimum at this point. Which I'm debating about doing next. It's either that or hats, I think, unfortunately, even though I don't want to do perfection next. Because, like, the video order that I'm thinking about doing right now would be Twitch Rivals into the damage rant video that I need to edit still, but it would take me, like, less than a day. I'm basically showcasing, like, the max damage you can get, which is about, like, 7k or something like that. And then it would be the perfection speedrun, which is the 1840. And then after that, it's like, ideally, I wouldn't do another perfection run, but I'm probably going to end up doing another perfection run. So it's like, after that, it'll probably either be perfection in minimum amount of days, which would probably be better because that would be what the next question is. Or hats percent. But honestly, the new hats percent is like so cringe. And it's not even because of the living fiber hat. It's so cringe because there's limited edition hats at the Desert Festival and they're seated. So basically, I would just, like, the end of the run would just be me sleeping until the Desert Festival until I get the hats that I need. And that's it. That's the entire run. And it's like, it's one of those things where I wouldn't like to look it up, but I'll probably just end up using the Stardew Valley predictor to tell me when I would get the hats. Just because it's like, it would literally just be me sleeping years away for it. It'd just not be interesting. Yeah, multiplayer would speed it up, but... There's a point where I want to do the JoJo... Wow, I am, like, low jumping some things for whatever reason. There would be a point where I want to do the JoJo waivers and just do the capitalist route, but not yet. I know Cord's doing the in-between. I don't know how much I actually want to run the in-between, because I'd rather just do the CC route at this point. But I definitely will do the full JoJo waiver sellout at one point. Yeah. I did the one decor speedrun. What's the next holiday? What's the next Halloween? We did it last time. I don't really know, like, holidays or, like, big holidays. Yeah, that's probably just... Probably have to be a Christmas one next year. Or this year. Would be the next good one, since we already did Halloween. 4th of July. I'm not gonna do 4th of July. There are fireworks in the game now, but... I do not care enough. I didn't forget about 4th of July. I was talking about, like, basically the worldwide ones that have, like, big universal themes. Like Halloween, like, well, I guess Christmas. Christmas is worldwide, but it's not worldwide. Like, you know what I mean. Somebody, almost every, yeah. Uses, yeah. Independence from Britain is a worldwide thing. Well, you're not wrong. Only 4 your mods in CC run. There's something like that cooking in the background, but it's not CC. Actually, there's a few things like that cooking in the background now that I think about it, and those could be the in-between videos of perfection. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow. Yeah, but that's not something I normally celebrate. I say normally because when I was in Spanish classes in high school, we celebrated it. Which is kind of comedy. That's why I say normally. I'm from the States, and I am, yeah, not of that ethnic background. That was very satisfying fruit right there. Are you doing true mayo percent where you drink every type of mayo? That sounds like an actual good meme run. That's better than making a video about mayo percent. That's actually a fire idea. The dino egg sucks in it, but it's still a fire idea. I could probably run that tomorrow, actually. I'm thinking about how I would run that. That's a nice, fun break. Would you do sprinklers? You'd probably skip sprinklers. No, his route's for 1.5. What I'm thinking is, you do the vault speedrun that Cord does, or the vault money stuff, plus some extra. You buy, well, I guess it's, you need more money. But you basically buy the, oh no, you do just buy the vault, right? Yeah. You buy the vault, and then make extra money to just buy stone from, Robin, and then get enough for like a bunch of staircases. And then in year 2, you go to the desert festival.
Get a tiny jar of mayo. Replace contents with yogurt. Chug at the end.
Yes. Oh shit. Yeah, you buy this. You buy the stuff from Robin. Craft staircases, and then just staircase down the 3 days at the festival, and try to hit a dino floor, and then you can just like force reset for it, and that's how you get dino egg. And then you gotta upgrade the coop to big, and then just sleep days for void egg. Yeah, a guy said that. It's such a so fucked up. That was a fast Junimo cart run right there. God damn, I don't even need the orange when you're going that fast. I wanted full speed right there. I don't know if my area actually sells like jars. When I mean like jars, I mean like jars of mayo. It's more like bottles now. You're shopping at the wrong places. Well, to be fair, my family is not much of a mayo family, so I don't really see any mayo in our house very often. So that's why we don't really have jars. You have to buy one, but that's such a waste of just mayo. Feed it to Tyler. Yeah. How long does it take you to unlock the sewers? Why would I need to unlock the sewers? For what? Void egg? No, you just get big. You get big coop, and then have a witch show up. It's a 1%. If you sleep a full year, you'll get the witch. You'll get 1 witch on average. Might have to be a little bit longer than a year, but faster than trying to get 60 artifacts. The star drop for what? Mayo percent? We're talking about Mayo percent here. Be faster for the witch. You need the big coop for the ducks anyways, because what? You need egg. Yeah, you need egg, duck egg, void egg, and dinosaur egg. Golden egg and ostrich egg are both regulars. You said all types of mayo, not all types of eggs. There's only 4 different types of mayo in this game. Why did my jump key not work there? Mayo quality. No, we said types. We did not say quality. They don't stack together. They use the same ID. I'm not going to make the run longer than it has to be. It's going to just be a day run. The goal is to assemble the Infinity Gauntlet of the 4 types of mayo. The 4 types of mayo. Mayo. Duck mayo. Dino mayo. And void mayo. They all lived in harmony until the void mayo attacked. The duck mayo would probably be the one to attack. It's either the duck or the dinosaur mayo. But let's be real. The dinosaur mayo would be the airbenders because they're extinct. That's fucked up. It's based on the show. It is, but it works so well. Void is fire. Yeah. Why would duck mayo be water? Because ducks can swim in the water. That's yeah, that makes sense. So what? Regular chickens are earth? Unlucky. You're entitled. Nah, this is normally like I go through my spiel about like what's going on and whatever. It was like what's the plans for the future, and then when some idea sticks, we just start endlessly talking about it. Oh, what's the other thing I wanted to mention? Oh, yeah. I was going through my YouTube the other day because I was editing, and I sometimes just go through my old videos and other people's videos for inspiration of how I should do a segment or like whatever, how I did it before, just for consistency. And it's like we're getting close to 100K. I think we're at 77. Only like 23K away, which isn't that much. For that. I don't really know what I want to do for 100k. I was thinking of doing something like similar to V, or not V, Z, where he did like a thank you basically. I was also thinking about showing my age and how long I've been on YouTube by doing a remember the back in the day where content creators would do like a draw my life or whatever on like a whiteboard, where they drew their like entire lives up until that point on a whiteboard. I was thinking about something like that too. Could be funny. I probably wouldn't do it on a whiteboard. Actually, no, we have a whiteboard back there. I wouldn't have to buy a new whiteboard. I would probably have to buy an some expo markers, but I do have a whiteboard. Now, I'm gonna make good animation. Nah, probably not. It would just be drawings. And then sped up of me attempting to draw. Going too fast for that. So it could be something like that. It probably won't be that like detailed is more of the thing. That's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to do some form of thank you, but I don't know if I want to just do like an old school like draw my life video, because I don't know how well that would go. It's Bubby. I could probably do something where we take like the most popular video or the most popular clips on my Twitch and edit them together as like a thank you over the years or whatever. Like the best moments in a way. Hopefully he did not. No, did not. Two types of man. Quarter life crisis. Yeah, for real. Of a giant. I mean, I will have a giant compilation of that, but that's not gonna be the 100k video. Why are you still here? There's so many clips just like that, just random moments that are great. Yeah. I don't know, I'm still thinking. We still probably have a few months for that. A chat lore. It'd be very hard to get a chat lore. It's too deep. Been too long. Wasn't that vivid to the OG Stardew Valley Harvest Moon? I should at least play, like, I want to play an OG one. I don't want to play one of the new ones. I should at least play one because I've never played a Harvest Moon game. I have never played a Harvest Moon game, so I should at least play one, and I would rather play an old school one than one of the newer ones. I never had a console that had Harvest Moon on it, I don't think. Unless if the GameCube had a Harvest Moon, I just never had it. I had Animal Crossing instead. I didn't jump far enough. Moon on the 64. Yeah, I would like to play the 64 one. I just don't have a way of, you know, playing it. GameCube was my first Harvest Moon. I didn't think there was. Wonder how much the GameCube one would costs to buy. GameCube games are like expensive now. GameCube Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Shopping. Ah, it's only 20 bucks on eBay. And that's Game Boy. Yeah, 20 bucks. That's not terrible. Yeah, I've seen there's one guy that did Stardew speedruns for a bit who actively does Harvest Moon speedruns still. Something I should do at one point. Oh, so sad. How did I miss that bubble? It's basically the original. Okay. Is it like updated graphics though, or is it like I kind of just rather play the original if possible. I'm more asking if it's like I'm talking about like, is it a port or is it like a port plus a remake, or not remake, but like a, you know, quality of life make. Should have jumped there. Oh, I'm sure. I'm just... Oh, shit. I'm technically not allowed to talk about that on Twitch, and I'm technically not allowed to, you know, have any of that in my chat. That's more of the issue here. Like Clove. Yeah. Totally legit one. I'm aware that I can go that route though, yes. I'm very much aware. Nintendo did a decent job. If they did a decent job at anything but making like decent games, their company would be the... Well, I guess they probably are still the highest value games company, aren't they? It wouldn't even be close. Let's just say that. The only thing Nintendo does bad, is like their fucking PR. And their stupid ass like corpo decisions. Like there's basically no issues with 90% of their games other than well. Actually that's not even the game's fault. It's 90% of the time the hardware's fault because it just can't run it. The hardware is literally just not good enough to run half their games. They make games so good that their hardware can't fucking run it. 30 FPS fucking Switch games, let's go. I actually don't think it's Nintendo pushing their games to the limits. A lot of the other companies just like to make the game as big as possible and look as good as possible, even though that's not the best thing for the game. Where Nintendo, it's literally just like the hardware that they use half the time is just extremely fucking outdated. And it's just inferior to what they could have used at the time. Like, I wouldn't be, like, I don't know the actual specs of things, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the Xbox 360 has this basically the same specs as a Switch. And one came out, like, decades before it. Obviously, the Switch is smaller, so, like, you can see the like, that type of technology advancement, but I'm more talking about like the actual like how good the hardware is. Unlucky, I should have jumped. What is this? This is Junimo Kart. It's one of the arcade machines in Stardew. I play it when I'm just talking to chat and I don't really want to like quote-unquote play Stardew. No, not today. I got a time that I'm pretty satisfied with in perfection, so I won't do just pure perfection speedruns for a short while, or for a bit. The OG Junimo Kart. Imagine Boo talking in chat. Yeah. What was I talking about? Junimo Kart 1.2. No, it's abysmal. I've done it. Oh yeah, Nintendo. Yeah. It's kind of just pain and misery. The hardware. Because you can't tell me that GTA 5 or 6 doesn't take more power or a higher more or better hardware to run than something like Legend of Zelda Tears to the Kingdom. So it's like, if the Switch can hardly run Legend of Zelda Tears to the Kingdom, it would never run GTA, and all the other consoles run GTA fine. And that's more of the thing. Playing a fridge like a real gamer, yeah. Like literally, like basically all but the original like hardware, and I'm talking about like basically everything pre-GameCube has always just been inferior. The Wii didn't have HD. Then they had to make the Wii U years later that had the HD port, but it was just a worse console, and it was like it was the console between the Switch and the Wii, because they were trying to make the Switch, and then but they needed the HD port, and it sucked because the other companies already had HD. And then they made the Switch, which was great because it was like, oh shit, it's all portable and fancy. And then Xbox and Sony came out with the Series 1, I believe, and the PS5. And it's just like the hardware is basically twice as better as the Switch. And it wasn't even like a year apart. No. I don't remember when the PS5 and the I don't remember when the next Xbox and Sony consoles came out. Yeah, and then the Stream Deck came out, which is literally just the Switch but better. currently in terms of hardware. No. Again, I don't know the specs. I'm kind of just spouting bullshit off the top of my head, but just from knowing how the Nintendo games runs and knowing how the Switch runs. And I've never heard complaints about like the Stream Deck and shit like that. Oh, I needed to do a smaller jump. It's kind of just like, fuck Nintendo. Wow, crazy. Company makes the best games out of all the mainstream corpos, but is the worst corporation of them all at the same time. PS5 was 3 years later. I mean, okay, but then compare the PS4 and the Switch. Well, I mean, you can also argue that it's not a fair comparison because PS4 has more space to put better hardware. But I don't know how much better it is. Pretty gritty. I'm talking about for gaming reasons, though. That said, isn't Sony, like, fucking over the Helldivers community recently? Didn't, like, Helldivers 2 go from, like, one of the most positive reviewed Steam games to one of the most negative in a span of 48 hours? I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because Sony wants you to link your account to a Sony account even if you're playing the game on Steam. And they're like, they weren't requiring it at first, but now they're requiring it. And it has people absolutely pissed. The worst part is like those, the Sony accounts aren't available in all countries. So people who were playing the game just fine now just can't play the game because of it. So it's actually just screwing people over. Oh, I don't know why I jumped so high there. So it's basically getting review bombed. I named my Juno card Candy Apple. Looks like a green apple. I saw Pirate Software go ham on them. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Ludwig made a video on his vlog account about it. L Sony. I haven't necessarily played the game. It reminds me a lot of like, it's more of like an FPS version of Deep Rock Galactic. Whereas like that, it's like a team-based game where you're supposed to like fend off monsters while doing an objective or whatever. And you go on like missions. I haven't seen much of it. But yeah, lots of bad press and people are taking note of it. And now I'm thinking about Reddit and I saw some fire Stardew Valley posts recently. absolute fire. I'm trying to remember the first one. The one that I saw today was a guy who did basically like a month of Skull Cavern runs and had like I want to say like 7 or 8 stacks of iridium and a bunch of other resources. And then like half the comment section is like, yeah, so what mods are you using? CJB cheats, or, you know, this doesn't look legit. Like, it don't look legit at all, you know? Okay, no, they cannot. I'm trying to remember the other one. It was something to do with the progress that the guy made. He made, I can't remember. I don't think it was perfection. He did something unreasonable. Like, what was it? What did he do? It wasn't perfection. It wasn't the golden clock. It wasn't the obelisk. It was a shit ton of money. I know that. He made a shit ton of money. Early Island. I don't think it was Early Island. Oh, fuck. I wanna know it now. No, it had something to do with money. It basically had the same comment section. He had it tagged as modded. Like, so here's the thing. He had it tagged as modded because he said he uses the UI info mod or whatever, and it's like, that's fine, you know. But it's like the thing that he did, like, I viewed it as like, oh yeah, that's easily possible. And then the entire comment section is like, yeah, so you're using mods. He's obviously using the CJB cheats because this is not just possible. And it's like, bruh, it's like, it's like very possible, and it's not even a doubt. Return Scepter? No, it was like, if you view what me, Piano, and Chord and like the mid-maxers do as impressive, then it's not impressive. But if you're like viewing it as like somebody who like casually mid-maxes and just plays the game somewhat optimally, it is impressive, you know. And it's not. Oh, you know what? I think it was 100 million in like 2 years. It was a 2-year thing, and it was like X amount of money in 2 years. No, he didn't have perfection. He just had a bunch of things. Yeah, like, he had a good amount of money in 2 years, and people were just like, nah, you're cheating. And he got fucking downvoted, whatever. He's like, no, I was just using the UI info suite. Oh, I remember, it wasn't money. He had his entire field. He had his entire field of, like, a standard farm of rare seeds in year 2. Like, all 3,800 spots, rare seeds, sweet gem berries. And people were like, this is not possible. This is not possible. And I'm just like, no, that's impressive, but it's definitely possible. People were fucking flaming him for it. It's just like, holy shit. I can respect the commitment. You want to know what the funnier part is about it? No, here's the funnier part. Half of the people were debating about whether or not it was profitable or not. The other half was debating about whether or not it was possible. And it wasn't even like possible in terms of like the amount of rare seeds they were arguing. It was possible for the amount of iridium sprinklers with pressure nozzles he had. They didn't view the fact that he had his entire farm with iridium sprinklers and pressure nozzles as possible. Because the key gems are too hard to get. I don't know if he did Comedian Center or JoJo Art, but both should be very much possible. Well, it's like the full field covered by sprinklers by year 2. Like, I applaud you. Would it have been easier to do ancient fruit if you're looking for money? Yes, but I know your goal wasn't money, so it doesn't matter. Your goal was literally just to seed or rare seed it. Make a YouTube video? I could. I'd have to go back and find the post. The sad thing is I wouldn't be able to upload it to the subreddit because it would be self-promotion just to middle finger them. We'll post it. Like the most ridiculous. There's a few. I should start saving them though. What's collecting the coins do? They give you like 10 more score. You just collect them because it increases your score if they're free. And it's like, let me be fair about the Reddit. They are very casual, and I understand that. And it's like, I'm fine with like people asking questions and doing all those things. It's just like when people are ignorant, I find it very funny. And it's just like, bruh. Don't call somebody cheating when you like have no idea what is possible in the game. Just because you don't do things like that. They're very casual. You can play any way you want just until you start min-maxing. The funny thing is because the funnier part about that is I'm sure if you ask the people who are saying you're using mods, they think that they're playing mid-max and optimally in their eyes. Or like to a degree. They're not like the super tryhards, but they're like, yeah, I'm good at the game. I'm doing things right. And then just does cranberries and fall. I always love when I see the monthly cranberry versus pumpkin debate and somebody does the math on it. Somebody actually did good math on it though recently. That's the third one. Somebody did good math on it where they took like 100 or they did 100 crop sample size. They did the math between selling raw certain types of speed grow, quality fertilizer, whatever. And the only thing that I would knock them for the wrong points is the fact that they said it's not worth the time to get the speed grow for the pumpkins. So many people just don't understand you can buy DSG from Sandy's in an infinite amount on Thursdays. And it's the easiest fertilizer to get in the game. DSG, ladies and gentlemen, it is broken. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Other than that, the math like came accurate. When you're farming level 10, he did the math on whether or not or how many gold qualities you would get on average. It showed that basically pumpkins are almost always better in every single case. He even understood the argument of throughput, which is what I was most impressed about. He's like, yeah, cranberries would be better when you preserve jar them or wine them than pumpkins, but you need 3 times as much output or input to be able to process them all in the same amount of time, which is like the main thing. It's like, yes, you can theoretically get more money with cranberries, but unreasonably so. I don't think he did, which was the interesting part. I actually would have liked to see the dehydrator math. But dehydrators are really hard to compare with pumpkins because first off, you can't dehydrate pumpkins. So then your next best option is jars, but they still take 3 times longer. So it's kind of just like, it's a hard comparison to make. I think it's much closer with dehydrators now. Especially saying that dehydrators are arguably cheaper to craft than preserve jars. I do think it's arguably closer, but... yeah, it also makes blueberries more interesting casually. I don't think the dehydrator is broken in any regards. Because unless if you really understand the mines, most people aren't going to be on floor 80 by summer. And then I think if you're playing in any sort of optimal capacity, it's Starfruit year 2 every single time. So there's no point of blueberries, and you rather just have kegs or preserve jars up by then. It's kind of just one of those things where it's like, but Starfruit wine. At 20 dehydrators and blueberries were giving me 10k a day. Yeah, like it's interesting in that regard. 100%. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually an optimal line now where you do blueberries with dehydrators, and because dehydrators don't work on pumpkins, you just do cranberries, even though like they would be theoretically worse than the cap. It's just like you don't want to make more machines and rather just power into kegs and Starfruit in the next year. Right? And that's more of the, it's less of an optimization about which one makes more money. It's more of an optimization of not having to spend money on extra machines. So it's kind of funny. My cranberry versus pumpkin debate is much closer than you would think now. Depends on how you play, obviously. And I've always said it was situational. It was kind of just like one of those things. If you're selling stuff raw, the berries are always better. Always been that way. It's just generally when you have, if you have the machines up, better that way. Ah, I needed to jump higher. I was just scared there. I go around. $145k is not bad. Keep in mind, I have a stupid amount of hours in Junimo Kart. A lot of people already do that is the thing. It's more than just the number of machines you have. It's the number of machines to the next harvest of your next crop. So ideally, you process everything. So fall is interesting because you theoretically need less machines. Because if, let's say you have all the machines up and you grow rhubarb in spring. Like, let's just say it's year 2 and you're growing rhubarb in spring. You get to, or you do, let's get this optimal. You do rhubarb into starfruit into pumpkins, right? So if you have preserve jars, you do that every 3 days. Or you process them every 3 days. They take about 14 days to go, so you basically get about 3, or I'm sorry, you get 5 cycles per harvest. It's a little less, but let's just round it because it's easier. So for every 1 jar, it will equal to 5 crops. And since you get a new crop every basically 15 days, 14, 15 days, you need, like, if you do a space of 100, it's 20 jars to be able to infinitely sustain that for the entire year. So by the time that you're ready for the next harvest, you've gone through it all, right? With 100, because you do 2 rounds. But winter kind of makes pumpkins where you need less because you have the extra month of not growing anything in between, right? So you could theoretically have less and then do all the remaining afterwards. In speedruns, we end up just selling the extra because it's faster. But I didn't jump there on purpose because I missed a grape. But yeah, I mean, you can do powder melons if you want, but I'm not used to having those there. And then good luck getting enough fast enough, but you get my point. So it's like you need to match that throughput. And that throughput is always different. So it's like you would need less if you were doing pumpkins. You would need more if you are doing cranberries. And it's like also if you're doing dehydrators, then you need less than everything else. If you're doing kegs, you need more of everything else. It's just how many machines do you have versus how many spots you have. It is still optimal to do the most amount of spots possible. Don't get me wrong. But depending on the amount of spots you can do and how many machines you have can determine what's better. Because it's like, optimally, you always do a mixture of the stuff, right? That's like playing optimally. You do a mixture because you're not going to get, well, optimally is, optimally, true mid-max is always just going to be like kind of set in stone for the most part. And it's just like starfruit. You're never going to debate what I'm talking about. But I'm like, semi-casually, it's always going to be a mixture. There's some mathematical formula where if you have this many jars, you're probably going to do like 20, or you're going to do like 30-40% pumpkins and then the rest cranberries. And it's like some mathematical formula for it where you get the perfect mixture. Because you're going to end up selling the cranberries raw, but you still have the preserve jars for the pumpkins. Yeah, I made farm ancient fruit. That's kind of just like the thing. I mean, you come in here with caps and basically saying what's up and trying to get attention. You're not going to be well received. Sorry to say. No. I mean, the first message you weren't caps, but just because I didn't respond right away doesn't mean you use caps and ask for attention again. That's how it is. Using craps is a hate crime. It's just more of the usage of caps in this situation. Are we the nicest lot out there? No, of course not. No one's perfect. But it does get annoying when we have a lot of people who come in here and just basically say hi, and if streamer doesn't reply back to them and say hi, they basically go, well, I'm leaving. You didn't give me attention, so I don't care about you. It's like, are you really just coming into stream just to say hi, and if you don't respond, you're leaving? I was already, like, talking about other things. I'm not really fully paying attention to chat to respond to every single hi, give me attention comment. It's generally the reason why I don't respond to the ones who say hi, I'm from X, because it's like, okay, I don't really, it doesn't really matter where you're from to me. It doesn't make you special to me. Sorry to say. And it's like, yes, hi, welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay, but your nationality doesn't really matter to me. You can be prideful, don't get me wrong. You can have your country's pride. There's really nothing wrong with that. But it's like, I'm not gonna treat you differently because you're from a different nationality. Surely you would be surprised, like, hi, I'm from North Korea. See, here's the thing. I wouldn't believe anybody who said that because, oh, that's a bubble. I don't think Twitch is allowed in that country. You know? Kind of just one of those things where it's just not possible. VPN. Yeah. But I don't think they would publicly say they're from North Korea in the chat and doing something illegal. I'm listening to your stream on landline. How the fuck are you texting? They're gonna get my ass, yep. Never mind. Bunch of numbers. I'm surprised that ghost didn't kill me there. Again, yeah. I generally don't give attention to the people who are trying to basically seek attention. Because then they just go away. Because they're not getting their attention, so they're gone. It's like I just don't care for those types of people in my community. Well, the reason it's like that is because I generally let chat self-moderate themselves, so the regulars kind of just bully the new people that are acting out of line. And then it does kind of cause that toxic environment that they were saying, like, this doesn't feel welcoming. And it's like, no, it's not all the time. It's fine. All right, well, we have a run going, but this run has so many fruit missed that it's not good. Doesn't even matter if I loop here. My score is not going to be good. I basically have to go an extra, like, 3 stages to make up my fruit. Missed. Oh. E. I feel... I'm just gonna say this because I've been watching a lot of Spubby do Moonlord runs recently, and he gets a lot... Like, Terraria is, like, a game where a lot of younger kids play. So when somebody comes in and is, like, acting for attention or whatever to his stream, like, he's always like, how old are you? I have a feeling you're on the younger side. Because they're just, like, acting with no, like, you know, no social awareness, and it's just funny. Because you can just instantly tell that they are younger. Always tell. Terraria streams, it's just Terraria in general. I overjumped that, so sad. That run sucked. Yeah. I think the funnier reason is not because it brings out so many weirdos. It more just brings out a lot of younger people, and they just don't understand social cues yet. Lexus, thank you for the gifted. How to not get bullied out of Hobbs community. Lurkatone, you learn the ways of chat. I feel like if you're just a normal chatter, you won't get bullied out. You can say hi, say a nice thing, ask a question, and like be fine. Like you could ask probably the most, well, okay, you might get bullied by me if you ask one of the most redundant questions. But it's like, you're not gonna get bullied out of chat for asking it. Like, the only time I generally bully somebody for asking a question is if it's pinned. If it's not pinned, you generally won't get bullied for it. That's why you don't get, like, if somebody asks, what's animation canceling? Somebody just does the command and it's that. You don't get bullied out of chat for it. It's like, that orange is not possible, by the way. You don't get bullied out. It's like, for the perfection runs, yeah, we did a little bit of bullying because we had an FAQ pinned. But other than that, we generally don't bully for really anything except for attention seekers and like the weirdos. I get an abnormal amount of people like saying like I mean, I understand that some people find it like normal. Wait, this pasta is good. Hello, I am one of the Ocean Gate explorers. We're alive and we're saved by a mermaid currently held hostage in a whole stomach. Someone called 911. Actually, a fire coffee pasta. Monitor suspicious user. Yeah. I misses the fucking boulder. Yeah, when I'm talking about weirdos, it's the ones who come into chat and like aggressively compliment me and like my looks. And it's like, that's fine and all. I guess. I find it a little weird because it's just not how I interact with a lot of streamers, but I understand it's like, you know, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. They're the main reason I talk. When we get complimented. The people who come into stream and just say, I love you. And it's like, I'm fine if you say, I like your content or I love your content. Keep up the great work. That's fine. But it's like, when it's like, Habu, I love you. Then it's kind of just like, okay. Don't need to come into chat and say that. It's like, I don't need that. It's like, I understand. Well, I mean, it's weird for everybody. I shouldn't downplay it just because I'm a male. It's obviously more creepy for the woman streamers out there, but it's like, I don't know. It's just an uncomfortable thing to say. And then obviously the attention seekers who just come in and say, hi. I said hi. Say hi to me or I'm leaving. Oh, I also love the people who come in here and say, this chat's dead. Are you view botting? Those are the great people. It's like, sometimes, honestly, it does feel like I have view bots with how like unactive chat is with the amount of people I have. I won't lie. I get it. But it's like, I know I have so many lurkers that it's just like, okay, it's fine. And like the thing about view bots is they don't show up in your Twitch metrics, and that's the difference. And when I say that, I mean like Twitch knows when you're view botting, so they just don't show up. So it's like everybody wouldn't show up if that was the case. So I know it's not the case. My fault, I'm lurking. No, lurking is 100% fine. I've said this over the year, and basically I feel like every single time now that I do these talks, chat takes after the streamer in a lot of ways. Chat will pick up like the social cues of the streamer and kind of like act like the streamer in a lot of ways. So it's like, yes, chat is a little sassy. I'm a bit sassy. Can we get annoyed sometimes? Yes, we can be annoying sometimes. Do we ask the same thing on repeat? Yes, because I ask the same thing on repeat a lot of the times. So it's like, we take after. And you want to know what the number one thing I do while watching other streams? I watch a lot of other streams. And I lurk a lot. So it's kind of fitting that my chat is 90% lurkers. I lurk a lot. Like, I'll come in and say hi to like the other streamers, the other starter streamers, and like say a meme or something, or like interact for like 5 minutes, but then I'm just gone in terms of talking. Like, I'll be there, but I'm not really talking. I'll probably be doing something else, whether it's gaming or doing something else. A lot of people take after a streamer. Earl, thank you for the prime. And it's like, I don't think it's just me. You can look at a bunch of like other streamers. I think Joe is kind of a good parallel to me. Like, a lot of basically everybody who talks in my stream, the talkative people in my stream, all watch Joe because he's a talkative person on stream. Like, chat takes after. He has, like, he has a fraction of the amount of viewers I get, but his chat moves at essentially the same speed as mine. Joe? Yes. Who's Joe? Joe Mama. Because he's much more engaging with the chat, and that's just how his stream dynamic works. Joe TG. Joe. He's a very good parallel to me. And then if you want to go up to the big streamers, you know, all you have to say is XQC and everybody understands that the chat takes after him. It's like, it goes up. It's throughout all the metrics. Yeah. I mean, you guys are more talkative. Like, here's the example. I am more talkative with chat today. So a lot more of the lurkers are talking right now because I am talking. It's what happens on every one of these talk streams. We get a lot of we got a lot more talkers because I'm talking with chat and like verbally like talking to chat more. Just because I'm saying like what's going on. Like, you can see it in real time. It's very interesting if you look into it. Talk about what's next. I did it earlier in the stream. We're kind of in the later half of the stream, but I guess I can reiterate just because it's been a while. I think tomorrow I'm going to do a true mayo percent run just because I think it would be funny. I'm going to try to drink all the 4 types of mayo in the game, which is regular mayo, duck mayo, void mayonnaise mayo, and dino mayo, which I think would be really funny. And then after that, I will probably look into perfection in the least amount of days. So I'll try to do perfection in 115 days would be the goal. I will have to do Joja Mart for it, but I won't be buying perfection waivers. And then after that, we'll see. There will probably be a few cooperative streams at some point. I don't know if they want me to leak it yet or not, but there will probably be a few. And then after that, it's probably a hats percent run where I just get all the hats in the game or something like that. So we have that going. Also, to answer your question, since I was ranting that I saw, I believe it's in a book. So once you find I don't know how many books you have to find. You have to find a decent amount of books for the museum. If you go and read through all the books, it has a lot of the clues. I believe it is the book. It might be the grave in a graveyard, though, after you have the dwarf scroll. It's one of the two. Actually, I guess I can go find that out for you. I think it's one of the two. It might be a grave. The gravestone. Stand between the pillar 3 with a gift as precious as the sky, a rainbow forged from the land, not see, then the galaxies will heed your cry. It's this one. I don't think an all cutscenes run would be all that interesting, to be quite honest. Think I'll have to reset days for the 115 day. I shouldn't, unless if I make some stupid mistake. don't think it'll be that bad. I'd have to find a seed that works. I don't think there's any like data bank for all the cutscenes is more of the issue, so I don't even know what all the cutscenes are anymore. I'm fine doing perfection, don't get me wrong. I don't really care about getting that final cutscene. I'm more just talking about like the smaller ones. Perfection wouldn't be a hard cutscene to get. There's much more annoying cutscenes. Yes, yeah, it would involve marrying every single person in the town and then getting the 2 random cutscenes. No, you can theoretically do it in the first day. You just need a specific seed because starting in year 1. You can theoretically get tent from 0 to 10 hearts in a single day, but it takes 2 extra days for the recipe for the 2 cooking recipes to come in, since you can only get 1 recipe at a time. And then on top of that, you only have 9 weeks to get the 9 bulletin board quests. So you have to use a specific seed specifically for the bulletin board quests. Because if you don't get all 9 in a row, you're screwed. I'd also have to figure out how to do the friendship, because I'm not used to not being able to do the friendship quickly, and how long I have to get that off the ground. There's a seed. I'm pretty sure Blade has a few seeds that work, yes. I don't think any seed works for doing Community Center. You're forced to go Joja Mart, or the timing just doesn't line up with Ginger Island. But there are working seeds for it, yes. I do get sick of playing Stardew, yes. I generally take breaks and just don't play Stardew or stream Stardew for a few days. But I've been enjoying 1.6, so I haven't really gotten sick of it. Like, arguably the most sick I've gotten of Stardew was like the past 3 days where I didn't play. But I wasn't necessarily playing because I didn't want to play Stardew. I was more just like, I don't really know what I wanted to do next, and I just didn't want to just hit the start stream button. If the cooking streams count. I do on Christmas. I've also done a birthday stream where I opened up a bunch of gifts that the people that chat gave me one year. That was last year. We're not doing it again this year, but I have done cooking streams. Christmas cookies. Boop, boop. The only like cooking stream or like non-gaming stream else that I would do, even though it's still technically gaming, I technically have the Stardew Valley board game. That I could do. I need IRL friends for that. Will I make a video? Yeah, I was working on it the past few days. Hopefully it will be out by like Monday-ish. There should be a lot of videos coming out within the next month. Quite a few. That is the goal. I'm probably gonna try to just go for like one more loop here and then we'll probably call it a stream. I like to work on the video and I've said my spiel, or maybe not. I was hoping to loop on that run. We'll just do this last run right here and then call it. My best high score in Endless is 101k. Is that good? I mean, yeah, it's fine. Better than 99.99% of the Stardew Valley community. I always love reading the comments under posts of saying, I finally got all the achievements in the game. And then people are going like, the Junimo card achievement and the Prairie King achievement are impossible. And then people always correct them. The Junimo card one is not an achievement. But yeah, the Prairie King one is impossible. That sucks, Lager. It'd be like that. Work is work. How long in actual time is the record for Junimo Kart? Actual time? Are you talking to... I don't know which one you're talking about. Endless has never gone by time. It's gone by score. I don't know how long 400k would take you. I don't even know what the Junimo Kart world record is, whether or not you're talking about the one where you have to get to floor 120 and then beat the game, or just how long the main game takes. I don't know. I think any speedruns you're gonna search in are just going to be the ones where it's finishing it as fast as possible by doing the floor 120 speedrun of it, and or just like how fast it takes somebody to complete the main game. No one does times in the Endless score. The highest Endless score is like over 400,000. Yeah, I disagree with that. I enjoy Junimo Kart more, but whatever your type of game is. I just the reason I find Prairie King very annoying is just because of how long it takes to do. It's like 30 minutes. I think Lee Chat timed it to 37. It just takes so much longer. Bye-bye. I don't even know what the controls on controller are. I guess it's preference. I don't know. The thing about Prairie King for me is if I'm not doing Fector's challenge with it, then it's like not hard. And there's like very little skill. Like I can beat Prairie King first try every single time. I just can't do it deathless every single time. So it's like I literally have to do Fector's challenge or it's just not a challenge for me. Plus if I like limit upgrades and stuff. I mean, a lot of people have never done loops, so it's like, doesn't matter. I do think Junimo Kart gets more fun the better you get at it, but Prairie King does not. Is the difference. All right, time for super speed. Okay, well, I wanted that, and it didn't work. I also hate how the res messes with it. Like, I don't know. I just don't view this as, like, I just really fail to understand how people like say they have never beat the first level of this game. Like I feel like they have to be like purposely running into enemies. People really struggle to hold down 2 keys at once. I feel like diagonal shooting would be much easier on console. And I guess I understand the mechanics a little bit better where I'm playing angles, but... Oh, that's annoying. Can I get 4 more coins, please? Well, this is a really shitty start for money, but oh well. What do coins do? Allow you to purchase upgrades. The only one I care about is the damage one. I don't even buy the attack speed one until I have the first damage one. It's that important. Picking up the nuke is a bad idea because, yes, it removes all the enemies on the map, but then they can't drop any power-ups. So it's bad to pick up. You need money to be able to complete this. I don't know. This one is kind of a knowledge gap and knowing to stand on this like middle tile but at a slight angle where you can still shoot through the holes, but it makes the enemies more likely to get stuck. I'm not getting that coin. I'm an idiot. This is what I get for not playing this game in years. Well, not years, but I greeted too hard there. Imagine dying on the first few levels. Oh, so realistically, if you're going for Fector's Challenge, you would reset it till you get enough money to get the damage power up on the first shop. That's annoying. Yeah, it flashes. Well, the boss is easier when you know how to fight it, to be fair. Oh, no. All the bosses but the final boss are easy. You can do the exact same tactic on the other boss in the meadow area. It's literally just the final boss, or Fector, that's actually hard, in my opinion. If I didn't have that stupid death in like the third stage, this would be a fine run, but I'm not gonna reset just for Fector's challenge. I don't have the I don't have the drive to do Fector's challenge right now. I want to spend 30 minutes. I died earlier on, so it's kind of just like whatever. If you're talking about, well, I guess it might be a different spot than what I'm talking about. If you're talking about like at the start where you can stand directly to like the left-hand side and like he can't shoot you, but you can shoot him. He can shoot you when he starts doing the random attack. So if you can kill him before he starts doing the random attack, then yes, you won't be hit. But if he starts doing the random attack, then you're screwed. You can instant kill him if you have any attack speed power up though, before he gets to do that. Took me like 3 hours to do no hit run. That's better than most. That was better than me. It took me, I think it took me about 20 hours of attempts before I got my first no hit. And then as soon as I got my first no hit, I literally just could do it every single time. It felt like it was just weights off my shoulder. It was weird. Okay, I was almost in a really bad spot there. I haven't played Parry King in a while, if it's not obvious. I'm very rusty. Yeah, it's mainly just making sure you have a attack speed power up and then you instant kill. But yes, that spot is basically safe. I need like 11 coins here. Can I get another power up? I use the power up for this. That works. One more coin, please. Worst level? Yeah, I don't like the pathways. Can you do that attack again? can't aim, apparently. I hate the flash. They expressed a little bit of interest in another Rivals. I don't know. And if I did... Yeah, I don't know if the, you know, Lee and Terp, you know, that crew, Jess, is going to host one themselves, though. Or something similar, you know. The event crew. They've probably been dabbling in it. I just don't know the details. Probably better that I don't know the details. The thing about the Mummy stage is it's basically, if you can combo power-ups about whether or not you can realistically do it. Just want to be able to combo damage power-ups, otherwise you get overrun by mummies. I never take the move speed upgrade because I find that I just walk into enemies more often with it. It's also a waste of money. I'd rather just save it for the next, like, I just need to get 7 more coins for the remainder of this run, and then... Okay, I walked poorly there. I just need 7 more coins for the remainder of the run to get the final attack speed power up. I want to get out of this corner before an imp spawns on me. I hate using my attack speed power-ups because, again, you want to keep it until the end, but a lot of this mummy floors is good positioning and making sure you're always hitting something. You guys have way too much HP. I don't need any more money, so I'm just gonna ignore that. You know, doing that power-up without the music playing is very scary. Is all I will say. Alright, this is, in my opinion, the hardest level in the game because half of it is imps. Come on, early power up, please. Before I get overran. Okay, ideally, we can keep this attack speed power up until the end of the level. Gotta hold out on the sky as long as I can. If I picked up all the coins, I would have been able to buy the damage upgrade, but... Yeah, this is where I would need another power up because I really want to use the... I don't think there will be any more spawns. Perfect. Alright, so if I just didn't die on that early stage, I would have Vector's challenged, but, you know. Take the power upgrade and then just sit here. Yeah. Other than that one death, but I mean, I guess that's Vector's challenge for you. So you loop now? No, I'm done with this. I don't really like looping in Prairie King. It's not very fun. Yeah, quote unquote Vector's challenge. It's not really Vector's challenge, but the furthest I've made on hard mode without dying on a run that I got Vector's challenge on was the second, like, I got to the grass stage and then died. Alright. I'm gonna go for now. Stream went longer than I anticipated, but yeah, it'd be like that. I think tomorrow we'll do Mayo %, if anybody is curious about that. Like, true Mayo %. We get all 4 Mayo. But yeah, good talk stream, good chill talk stream. YouTube, I'm gonna send you off so I can raid on Twitch. So YouTube, I do appreciate you watching. I will be getting a lot better. Or I'll be doing a lot. I'll be streaming more here. I know I took basically a week off of YouTube streaming, but I wasn't streaming at all. So it's like that. So I'll be back tomorrow doing true Mayo %, and then we'll figure things out. I don't have much else to say. So YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace. All right, who's actually streaming Stardew? Al goes on. Al goes on. Good Algo raid. All right, Twitch, thank you for the support today. Thank you for joining me on my TED Talk today. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll be doing Mayo %, as I said, starting around the same time. So if you want to see Stardew content, tomorrow will be the day. Well, Stardew content that's not main game or Prairie King, I guess. Yeah, with that said, hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, rest of your Saturday. Stay safe out there and just take care. Thanks for watching. Peace.